You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort.
It's the Condors and the Jaguars on Monday Night Prime Time.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field Range. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. ETN once more. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He finds his man. Complete. It's and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Well, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 18 carries, 67 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game. And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But you look at this defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. But most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that. Just over 100 yards of total offense.
ETN going to have a Jags first down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
On third down, Lawrence. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. Myers' kick is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And he's off to a fantastic start to the season. Already 8 touchdown passes in just his first 2 weeks of the year. Now, I don't think that's a pace he's going to be able to sustain, but at the very least, he's got this offense humming here to start things out.
Let's go now.
They'll begin here with Adams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 19 carries, 115 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fletcher. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on now is the punter. as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10.
Thanks to 24.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. But you look at this defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's third and a few inches. Here's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
Rip, 23.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Lawrence now off the bootleg. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start. As they get
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
To throw on second down. Fletcher looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Fletcher. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 22. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes our score 17-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here comes third down at 7. Back to throw. Fletcher. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Silver.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A fake on the jet sweep. Now Lawrence off play action. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
On first down, Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Straight ahead, Etienne. And a solid run down inside the 30.
Get something together. Get him going.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, and knocked it free.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
On third down, Fletcher. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Which will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Back to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Fletcher. His throw incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts that. Devon Hamilton breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Bilal Nichols able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. People would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Silver. Here we go.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And that's complete. out of the backfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A big one there for the... yards, first down.
Rip, 23. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And it's complete. Right back to Ridley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Here we go,
Lawrence going to throw again. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have got it on cruise control.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fletcher. And this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fletcher. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, Fletcher. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Looking to throw on second down. Fletcher. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Fletcher. And his throw here is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens, because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll go to Adams, trying to pound it in.